Good evening. I just want to look at Psalm 73 this evening. Psalm 73, and I want to read verse 25 and verse 26. It says, "Whom have I in heaven but you? And there's nothing in earth I desire beside you. My flesh and my heart may fail, but God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." What a beautiful psalm it is. The psalmist is reminding us of our relationship with God. We realize this day that earth has nothing in comparison to who God is. There's nothing in this world that can compare to what God does in our lives, and what God means to us. And this day we see all around us, people think there are things that they can find in this world that can bring them joy. I've heard people say, I wish I was rich. And you read about a person who won the lottery, millions of rands, ended up losing it all, ended up being so discouraged and despondent that they took their lives. Or you read about someone that became successful, and he soared to the levels of great success in whatever field he is. And on the way to success, up the ladder of success, he trampled whoever he could. He broke relationships, broke off ties, and he finally gets to a place of success. So she gets to a place of success. Up there on top, they all alone, because they've destroyed anything and everyone along the way. We find people say, well, I wish I was famous. I wish I was like some hip-hop star, some TV personality, movie personality. And yes, it would be lovely to be walking on the red carpet, and people around the world noticing you. But when we look at the lives of celebrities, they have broken lives, many of them. I'm not saying all of them, but many of them. They've got the fame, but they've also got the shame. Some of them on drugs, some of them on alcohol. They're addicted. Some are married 3-4 times, cannot find true relationships, are been hurt. And then we wonder why, how come they're so famous and they're going through this. And we realize that earth has nothing to offer us. No matter the fame, the riches, the success, there's nothing it has to offer us. We also think that sometimes, well, health will matter. We peak of health, and with the recent virus, we have realized this day that the pandemic has no limits. It doesn't distinguish between race groups. It doesn't distinguish between age groups. It doesn't distinguish between economic groups. It comes over everyone. Even the person who thinks, well, I eat healthy or I gym regularly, is still confronted with the problem. Now, there's nothing wrong with having a lot of money. There's nothing wrong with success. There's nothing wrong with fame. And there's nothing wrong with being at the peak of your health and working out and eating right. The problem comes in when our relationship with God is sidelined in preference to these things. When we do not have a relationship with the living God, then we do not know how to maintain these things in our lives. And that's where the failure comes in. And a lot of times Satan knows that this is where he can get us in. And so Satan uses these things to move us away from God. He uses these things to try and distract us. And we've got to have a very strong mind and a strong heart and a strong faith to keep on keeping on when these distractions come. And we've got to come to the place of saying, like the psalmist, "Who have I in heaven but you? And there's nothing in earth I desire beside you." There's nothing in earth that will give me any pleasure compared to you. And when we come to that place, then we find out that who God is to us. The psalmist says, "God is the strength of my heart and my portion forever." He's the strength of my heart and my portion. Everything for me and about me, my portion forever. And there's nothing that I would lack. So I pray that you'll be blessed this day and know that there's nothing in this world that can compare to Him. Seek Him and call upon Him. Make Him the center of your life. Make Him the desire of your thoughts this day. God bless you.